and get things started in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. RPO complete to open the drive. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Back to throw, it's Coates. Pulls it in. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. It's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. The toss to the right. One step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for a man on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Snatches it on the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He'll come out throwing on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Running up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Coates. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
SMU 7, Washington State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Takes a handoff and he's going right. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on second down. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
They go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackler. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Dropping back, it's Coates. Looking to take a shot. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got his man. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Looking to pass. It's Coates. It's complete to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Coates. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Keeps the play going. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he can hit that turbo button.
Now on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Mustangs are in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. On the move. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 4th down coming right on the doorstep. Any thought to kicking this one?
No thought whatsoever. Absolutely none. We got to go for this.
Wait, yes or no?
No, absolutely not. Yes, there's no thought to it.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through, playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick pass on the jet motion. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Wide open, he makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington State.
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to run the football at this area of the field, right? They're just trying to give themselves some space so they can go operate, but the defense just bullied him up front at the point of attack, and they're able to tackle that guy for a loss down at the 1-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, SMU 14, Washington State, 10.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Trying to burn this defensive back. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The give to the fullback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Coates. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the fullback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a 1st down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no juice. Just hit you in the mouth.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Washington State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You dang.
Got a lot of running room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Touchdown Mustangs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's going to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line. When you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game, the offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great...
Oh, there's the ball! And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys